In the photos, it just looks like it's invisible. The whole time you're driving, the outside of your car is changing to what's around you. Who needs a paint job when the world is your canvas? I was the only one who had the balls to risk it. Hi, my name's Tyson. I have the world's first polished CyberTruck. When I first saw that they were releasing the CyberTruck and it was going to be a stainless steel outside, I knew I'd be able to polish it and make it look like a mirror. I have a CNC machine shop and I'm used to making metal parts and dealing with metal parts, and I've always built stuff my whole life. I worked on boats and speedboats and yachts, and a lot of times you gotta drill a hole in something. It's really scary to take someone's brand new $1 million speedboat and drill a hole in the side of it. But you know, sometimes if you have to do it, you have to do it. You just have to take that risk and do it. This truck was the same way. You know, we had to sand it. So, you know, you're gonna sand a brand new truck that is never gonna look the same. The minute you do it, you're done. You know, was there a risk to it? Could we have turned the stainless brown?
There's a lot of things that can go wrong. It's stainless, you can put lines in it, you can get it too hot and burn it. I mean, $100,000 vehicle, and you're about to touch it with a 6,000 RPM grinder. Like, just a lot of things that can go wrong really fast if you're not careful.
My guys have always wanted to polish a CyberTruck. That's something they've always got after me about. Like, if we ever get the opportunity, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. We ended up sanding the whole thing down after we had already polished it, sanded it down, and polished it back out to where it is today. We're the polishing guys. If it's metal, we can polish it. You can see the proof in the reflection.
Truck, when I put the first pictures on, that most people have seen of it, it had had like 1 million views. Most of the first comments are, you know, it's going to be so reflective, people are going to crash into it, they're going to crash because they can't see where they're going, it's invisible, so they're going to crash into it, it's going to catch stuff on fire. You have a weapon of war, but no, it can't catch stuff on fire, it doesn't block people's views, it doesn't. It's not how math works, it's not how geometry works. When you drive this thing around, it does not reflect in anyone's eyes. The flat panels actually make it reflect less light than normal vehicles that have curved panels, because the curves will catch the sun at any angle the car is at and throw it in your eyes. The flat panel has to be exactly aimed at the sun to catch your eye. The angles of them, from the sides being as flat as they are to gravity, when the sun hits it, you would have to be laying on the ground next to it for it to be in your eyes. It won't hit you in your eyes when you're in a car next to it. The hood is flat enough to the ground that the sun goes back up. It doesn't go forward or sideways into your eyes, it goes back up towards the sun. I was trying to find a stunt guy that could walk by it and light himself on fire just to put a video up to say, oh, it does catch stuff on fire. But no, it can't catch stuff on fire. It doesn't block people's views. It doesn't. People are wrapping them same color as the truck. I don't see the point in that. Just leave it stainless. You know, by polishing it though, I've made it easier to clean. The fingerprints don't show up as much. It all matches. Because when you take a picture of a standard CyberTruck, there's usually the doors don't match the color, the shading, it just doesn't match. It doesn't look finished. But when it's polished, it all looks the same. If you ever get a scratch on it, you can just repolish it. You could scratch as deep as you want, and you sand the scratch and polish it back, it looks just like it did. No one would ever be able to see where the scratch was, because to polish it, you scratch it. You just scratch it evenly. It's the least maintenance. Everyone says it's going to be a lot of maintenance. It's the least maintenance. The smoother it is, the easier it is to clean, the less stuff will stick to it. I just take it through a car wash and wash it, and everything washes off. you just give it one wipe and it's gone. No residue, no fingerprint, no haziness. This thing, 100 years from now, it should look just like that. I really don't see any downside to polishing it. Just neat being able to, have something that people want to take pictures of, and I drive it all the time, just so it can be sitting somewhere that someone can see it and take a picture with it and see, what's out there in the world. My name's Tyson. I have the world's first polished Cybertruck.